commercials. Okay, we're. I think hold on. It's turned down, bro. All right. Hello again, everyone. I'm Michael Paul. We are live with me, of course, John Batcher. And we are about 3 minutes into SmackDown, but we really haven't missed anything yet because all they're doing so far is recapping WrestleMania. I have paths like this that I'm talking now so that we can kill commercial time or kill pre-show time. But while I'm looking at it now, tomorrow night, I believe it's tomorrow night, on TBS, a special Saturday night edition of AEW that's being called Battle of the Belts 2. BB2. When I can confirm that, I'll get back to you. But in the meantime, we're 3 minutes into SmackDown now. I'm not sure where we're at tonight, but let's go live and see where we're at.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Friday Night SmackDown! And please welcome the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey!
Well, look at that. Ronda lost, but yet she's coming back for one more night.
I assume that Rowdy Ronda Rousey has some things to say. She had that match won. Charles Robinson obviously speared through the gates of hell by our champion. And Charles Robinson, of course, the official in that matchup. Little H, the scratching happened and Charlotte retained, but that's why queens stay queens. And now we get to hear from Ronda for the first time since about 1
Ronda, I think everyone can agree that you were involved in a very physical match on WrestleMania Saturday, and you proved to be a woman of your word, and you made Charlotte tap out. Let's take a quick look back.
Why?
So Charlotte was going for the countered, and as you mentioned, Charlotte right into the official Charles Robinson. Ronda Rousey would turn it into an armbar, and Charlotte quickly taps out, but the official had been knocked down. Yeah, the official was knocked out, obviously, because he got speared by Charlotte, but it is very clear. Ronda makes Charlotte tap on Saturday.
Charlotte definitely felt the pressure, and like I said, it looks like he tapped her out.
I did, and I really can. But what matters is I lost, so I didn't come here and make excuses. My mom taught me that to be the best in the world, you have to be able to beat anyone twice on your worst day, because you're not always going to fight on your best day, and the referee's not always going to count it the first time.
Tessa,
I beat Charlotte once and not twice. I tapped her out, but not when it counted, and that's on me.
Listen, later on tonight, The undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns will reveal his next step. So, Rhonda, what's the next step for you?
I want a rematch.
Oh, she's not just gonna go away.
But not a regular match. I don't want Charlotte to be able to get herself disqualified again or counted out and escape with her title. No. I want a rematch with no loopholes, no excuses, and no doubt. At WrestleMania Backlash, I challenge Charlotte Flair to an I Quit match.
Oh shit. Booyah, bitch.
Rhonda. You couldn't beat me in checkers, let alone an I Quit match. I'm Charlotte Flair. I don't quit. Quitting is not in my DNA. But you know what is? Winning! Rhonda, I felt your armbar. I felt the pressure. But I didn't lose. I didn't tap out. I walked out the SmackDown Women's Champion. And you want to know what I'm starting to think? That the baddest woman on the planet is not just a snappy catchphrase. It's a myth. Because you can't win when it matters. So the answer to your question is...
She's gonna...
No.
Exactly.
So get in the back of the line, bitch.
Charlotte, I've got some news for you. This fight is going to happen. And you're not going to say I quit. You're going to scream it when I turn your elbow backward.
Ronda Rousey claims she is going to get the I Quit match she wants for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair said, going to the back of the line, who is next? I hope we get a chance to see the I Quit match between the two baddest ladies on earth. Also on WrestleMania this past Sunday, it was Sheamus and Ridge versus Xavier and Kofi. Sheamus would take out Kofi. Going to rally when Butch distracting the official, allowing Sheamus to deliver yet another brogue. And then the Northern Grit from Ridge Holland. But it's what happened after the match. And anyway, talking pat. The rabid animal Butch with just a soft new day. Like a rabid animal, Butch can't help but attack after the Fight Night boys put some damage down. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after a successful WrestleMania debut for Sheamus and Ridge Holland, the ferocious...
Okay, well, obviously we're going to commercial. So let's kill commercial time. Wait, do you like baseball? Okay.
Well, I used to when I went with my mom and stepdad.
Because it says MLB is coming to Peacock on May 8th, the same day as WrestleMania Backlash.
May 9th is Sunday, bro.
No, May 8th.
Hold up. Oh, excuse me. Shit, you're right.
Hmm?
It is May 8th.
Right. May 8th is a Sunday. No one wants to come over, but I'm afraid to have him over. Number one, because he'll be paranoid about when he's leaving. And two, because he doesn't see well at night.
Ah,
But I guess we'll see what happens. Let's
Introducing the most rugged Honda vehicles yet. We built them for challengers, people who lean into life's curves.
my feet is cold.
Sometimes the most compelling stories aren't based on a true story. They are true stories.
You have a good night's sleep, babe, right? You can watch the last part of this show, but I'll make sure that I'll call you. What time should I call you tomorrow?
Another day, another Grey's Anatomy shocker. ET can confirm Jesse Williams will be leaving the series after the end of season 17.
Yeah, good night's sleep, babe, right? You can watch the last part of this show, but I'll make sure that I'll call you. What time should I call you tomorrow?
Treating her patients is just the first step. But then Dr. Thompson goes a step further. She helps them find the best prices with GoodRx.
Discounts on prescriptions. And it works at my pharmacy? Yes, it does. Here you go.
Now that's caring.
I think this is GoodRx. Perfect.
You're good with GoodRx.
Today, the big news, Will Smith's Academy fate is sealed.
Will Smith is out of it.
Will Smith is banned from attending an Oscar ceremony for the next 10 years. That was the Academy's decision after meeting on Zoom for nearly 3 hours this morning. Will is still apparently eligible for future nominations, but in an open letter, the Academy called out his behavior in the first sentence, describing his conduct as unacceptable and harmful. Will responded, "I accept and respect the Academy's decision." The 64-member board also praised Chris Rock for, quote, his composure under extraordinary circumstances.
That was greatest night in history of television.
And the Academy apologized for its handling of the incident, writing, "During our telecast, we did not adequately address the situation in the room. For this, we are sorry." All along, it was unlikely that the Academy was going to revoke Will's Oscar. Insiders point out the Academy has not revoked Oscar wins for even the most disgraced winners, like Harvey Weinstein and Roman Polanski, who were accused of sexual assault.
We're not going to take that Oscar from him.
Academy board member Whoopi Goldberg, who generally has Fridays off on The View, did not appear on today's live show. She was presumably on the Academy Zoom. Other A-listers on the board include Laura Dern, Rita Wilson, Ava DuVernay, and Steven Spielberg. Today's board meeting wasn't the only drama for Will and Jada.
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness. A resurfaced video of the couple talking about their marriage is going viral.
I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Don't just.
Jada was discussing an upcoming Red Table Talk episode in 2019 when she captured this tense moment.
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start rolling. I'm standing in my house. Don't just start rolling.
Socks are the #1 most requested item in homeless shelters. Underwear is #2. And t-shirts are #3. That's why we make incredibly comfortable socks, underwear, and t-shirts. And we donate one for every one you buy. We've donated over 50 million items so far. Comfort for you. Comfort for those in need. Comfort for all. Get 20% off your first purchase at endless.com.
New developments in the Oscars last seen and heard around the world.
Is here, and I mean, the biggest is super empty. I'm like, the exciting part of my refrigerator is packed. get ready. Bigger and better, but now the real
Do you think we're still on commercial, dude?
No, but I've got news. And I'll make these quick so we can get back to the show. First of all, the biggest news after what happened last Sunday, or no, the Sunday before at the Academy Awards, Will Smith is now not allowed to attend the Academy Awards for the next 10 years. I will say it again. Will Smith has been banned from the Academy Awards for the next 10 years. Whether that means he won't be nominated or not, I don't know. Also, The Real, co-hosted by Tamar Braxton and Tamara Mowry, is coming to an end after 8 seasons. So that show's been canceled also. And I'm not quite clear on why this is. I'll have to find out more. But Dancing with the Stars is moving from ABC to Disney Plus. It has not been canceled. It's moving from ABC to Disney Plus. So when I find out more about that, we'll get more into detail about that. In the meantime, let's get back to the show. Oh, wait a minute.
What's the feel like this, fella? Feels like fire. That's right. What's it? We're finally gonna let you off the leash tonight. You hear me? I want you to go out and I want you to treat that Woods fella like a bleeding shoe toy, yeah? Are you ready for the bloody good bruising, Butch? Your first taste of blood, Butch, are you? Huh? Because every night is fight. Night, fight, night, fight, night, fight, night. Oh, get on! Dance! Fight! Night, baby! The Unholy Trinity! Seamus and Company!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Ridge Holland and Sheamus. Butch!
Butch is ready, and he's set for action in his SmackDown in-ring debut. Live next. Okay. And that son of a bitch! Here in Milwaukee, Pat, Butch set for his in-ring debut on SmackDown. Baseball, Tiger Woods, and that son of a bitch Butch is back.
And today's opponent, accompanied to the ring by Kofi Kingston, weighing in at 205 pounds, Xavier Woods!
Well. Look at y'all. Look at y'all in the ring. Look at all happy. Well, coming off your first WrestleMania win. Congratulations and welcome to the club.
Actually, one second. Would you mind cutting the music real quick? We got a few things to say. Thank you. There we go. But to back that up, Kofi, they're in the Winners Club for Mania. I actually don't have a WrestleMania win.
Oh my God. Hold up. In 2019, when I won, we both won. As a matter of fact, we all won. Yeah. But y'all coming fresh off your first WrestleMania win, and everybody know this. Yeah, everybody knows. But especially for these two young booties, I'm talking about Ridge, I'm talking about Butch. Let us go ahead and explain to you how things work
around here. Since WrestleMania is essentially our season finale, that would make tonight's SmackDown our season opener. And that would mean that all records are reset.
Okay.
And we know it's fun to crowd participation, so you guys can say it with us. We're gonna do it one more time. Ready? All records are reset. That means that the score between us is 0-0. So Butch, let me tell you about myself. I got off a red-eye flight from LA this morning, G4, you know. But then I hit the gym. Matter of fact, I bruised the weights. But most importantly, I got your auntie on the other line in the back, and she actually says she can't wait for me to whip your rabies-infested ass.
So if everything's reset, that means you need to beat Austin Theory at WrestleMania.
Or lose the Vince McMahon.
So everything is good, baby. More on that later on, but here we go. Butch and Xavier Woods one-on-one here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. Pat, how do you prepare for someone like Butch and what we've seen the past couple of weeks? He's out of control.
It's an unrelenting aggression from Butch.
Oh, and there's a clothesline. Knocking Xavier Woods down, and quickly on the attack is Butch with the right hand raining down on the face of Xavier Woods.
Everybody who has seen Butch do his thing over the years knows that he can be aggressive and he can pinpoint and break it down. But since regaining his voice by his side, he's kicked it up a whole new level.
Of course, Sheamus and Rich Holland at ringside cheering on Butch.
Yeah, you know, Butch, Rich, and Sheamus, these are the Eastie Boys.
The Eastie Boys?
Yeah, the Eastie Boys. You go up to Boston, you go due east, boom! That's Ireland, the hometown of Sheamus. You go east of that, it's the UK, where Rich and Pete Butch are from. They're the Eastie Boys, baby. Look at Butch's face all busted up.
Oh, and now Butch with a big kick to the face. Oh, and a relentless attack here by Butch. Looking to take out the arm, dislocate the shoulder of Xavier Woods. Joint manipulation is the game for Butch. And Xavier finally puts his foot on the bottom rope as it looked like Butch is going to try to break Xavier's fingers, and now right to the elbow.
Legend has it, that's how he began having the name Butch, like a butcher. He can break. He's in the body off, pal.
You're doing your research.
Yeah, I know the Eastie Boys pretty well.
Oh, and Xavier Woods. As the New Day rocks, Jack Cody. Nice report here tonight in Milwaukee. Xavier Woods. Side Russian leg sweep follows up with a basement drop kick.
It is great to have Xavier Woods back. I mean, I know we're talking about Butch and the Eastie Boys, but Xavier Woods and the New Day bringing energy to every arena.
Oh, and Xavier through the second rope, Butch looked at a hard drag, caught him with a forearm.
Butch isn't going to let you breathe for much time. If he can get a chance to hit you, he's going to.
Butch in control. Can Xavier climb back in this?
Hey, hold up.
Biggest game kicks off Saturday, April 16th on Fox and NBC. We're back live on Friday Night SmackDown. Shane's and his mentor Sheamus. 10 beats in a battle. Alternating differently there is Butch, who's one-on-one with Xavier Woods here tonight.
Milwaukee was saying terrible things about Sheamus and the boys during the break, but Butch has been handling his business in the ring.
Sheamus talking some trash to Xavier Woods. It has been a frantic pace set by Butch in this matchup thus far.
He's attempted to rip off his fingers, his wrist, and his arm.
Now trying to rip his head off his shoulders.
Look at the blood rolling down the nose of Butch's face.
Kofi Kingston also at ringside cheering on his partner Xavier Woods. Of course, their partner Big E is recuperating from the broken neck caused by Rich Holland of this group a number of weeks ago. Oh, and a big forearm to the face.
This is what you're going to see from Butch.
This has been a relentless relentless assault by Butch. Butch is a pummeler, a bruiser, a rabid animal. Cover and a kick out by Woods at 2. Just loves it. You know, he's like a shark in the water. Senses there's a little bit of blood out there. This trio of Butch, Sheamus, and Rich Holland is so extremely dangerous. And they're a group of lads that just like fighting people, beating people up. It's perfect for Friday Night SmackDown. Terrible for Xavier Woods. And Sheamus taking those 2 young men under his wing. They gain experience here in WWE from one of the most experienced veterans on the roster, as Xavier Woods now looks to fight back against Butch, trying to rally here. Xavier Woods, a veteran in his own right. And look at Xavier go, the chops and punches, forcing Butch into the ropes. The official has to back Woods off. Reversal, Butch misses with a clothesline. And another. Great athleticism by Woods. Xavier fired up. Heel kick to the face. Milwaukee's pleased with Xavier Woods. Woods able to counter and attempted right to the ear. One of the most talented humans walking this earth. Xavier Woods putting Butch through hell right now. Lands on the apron, keeps his balance. Oh, that stuns Butch again. Oh, and a right by Butch drops Woods. I think he was down for that springboard tornado DDT. And stomping on the fingers of Woods and a kick to the back of the neck. Butch cover again. They have him here. Shoulders down. Take out by Woods at 2. Butch almost undefeated on SmackDown. I had no idea how Xavier Woods was able to kick out of that. That just made Butch angrier. Watch this. Right to the back of the head. Looking back at Ridge and Sheamus for encouragement. Butch continues the assault. The Eastie Boys will always tell one another to keep kicking the hell out of somebody. They get off on it. And Butch, Xavier, able to sidestep, small package, shoulders down. Does he have him? He does. Whoa! Here's your winner, Xavier Woods! That's not a small package. That quick roll is the back. Woods. Wow, Xavier Woods steals a win here over Butch. And Rich Holland trying to calm Butch down, and Butch was upset. As you take a look, Butch was in control in the match. I thought that right there would put it away. Woods was able to kick out, and just when Butch was going for the victory, Xavier Woods delivers what you call it though. That's a backwards, maybe just a quick roll-up. Xavier Woods. Explosive. And look at Butch just teeing off on Sheamus and Red Holland. A temper tantrum being thrown by Butch here. Headbutting Sheamus. Shades of Caesar back in the day. Very upset about his loss here.
This is the end of the.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sami Zayn has players on walking into WrestleMania.
What?
They give his Johnny Knoxville
The first Holland
Instead, one
and the other guy.
he crawled out of the other
This
side
is
of
the end of them, I guess.
He lost his career. We live the unforgettable. Match of all time. Roman will declare his next step. Roman Reigns Reigns is here with us live tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. The energy is always palpable whenever the head of the table is in the building. Now, he's the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. Tonight is going to be magnificent. Not everyone's celebrating what happened to them at WrestleMania. Take Sami Zayn, for instance. Called it the most embarrassing moment of his career. Let's show you what I'm talking about in our DoorDash highlight of the night. Sammy, it was your idea. And Sammy's saying the poor guy is still sad. You're not listening, because what I want to know is how do you let that happen to me at WrestleMania? Sammy, it was your idea. No, my idea was an anything goes match, not an everybody is welcome match. Did you see what I had to deal with out there? I was supposed to get my revenge against Johnny Knoxville. Instead, I had to deal with Boy and Wee-Man. It's not funny. And the giant hand, the stunts, the pranks. You understand that I am one of the best in the world. And I have been reduced now to a laughing stock. No, you don't believe me? Look at this. What is that? That is cheese. Why? Why? Because of the mousetrap? I was trapped in a giant mousetrap? You know, cheese is disgusting. By the way, look, enough is enough, okay? I want my respect back. The next person who walks through that door, I want a match with the next person who walks through that door so that I can kick the crap out of them and get my respect back. The next person that walks through that door? Next person that walks through that door. I love it. I'm in. Let's go. The next person that walks through the door. Cheers. Perfect. All right, the person after that. The next person. That's what I didn't know the next person was your idea. I know, but that's your next. The match. Let's go. The match is official, and it takes place tonight. Okay. You know what? Actually,
Shut the fuck up.
What it gets you is a supercard. Emerald card Drew McIntyre with a 77 overall. Emerald card Sasha Banks with a 74 overall. And a gold card Randy Orton with a 71 overall.
Hi.
Gives you 2 Emerald cards contracts. Just mention that the version
it was
of the
good.
Superstars is the same as the default roster one. So there's nothing special to it when it comes to that. What stands out is, of course, the card design and also the stats, which are a little bit better than their regular Emerald cards. For example, this Emerald Drew McIntyre is better than Stone Cold Steve Austin WrestleMania.
One or two.
So if you've been thinking about playing
A lot of new people though.
those 100 wins to get the trophy,
Yeah.
might as well pick these cards out because they're gonna help you out. They got those extra boosted up stats. The card design is
I don't know.
nice. To see the Supercard logo in there, and I'm just hoping that we get it for Locker Room Supplies. So make sure to download them. So that is the latest update for WWE 2K22.
It's a theater class,
Never miss any of the
and
content. Make sure to have
at some point we're gonna do some kind of production over Zoom, but so far all she's done is ask us to think of songs that we like from musicals that we've seen and get back to her next week. I don't know, I haven't thought of one yet. Oh yeah, I saw it with in the theater with Mike, and did I see? Yeah. 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 Although the ones about Queen and Elton John, those weren't really musicals. Those were biographies. She's talking about musicals where they like break into song at a moment's notice, and Annie, West Side Story, Music Man, yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. It was good. No, we ate dinner before we got there, and I don't know. Some people were in like Easter costumes or something. It was an outside party, actually. Yeah. Oh. Jenny said something about that you're coming here tomorrow. Oh. No, not. Yeah. She said your parents are coming here at like 4. Oh, next Saturday. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. Just this house or? Oh.
We now return to Bryan Cranston sneezes. Thank you. Rupert, you know how we promised never to lie to each other?
Yeah, I love how they let us know everything ahead of time. Yeah.
Rupert, you know how we promised never to lie to each other?
Okay.
It's not a bird, Dunkin' Donuts coffee. It's Hermes. You should get yourself
Not lately, no. But well, just because I don't bite doesn't mean, or just because I don't physically do anything doesn't mean that the anxiety's not there. I was able to stop before it got to anything happening. Yeah, in fact, this Monday coming up, I have an appointment with her. Yeah. No, something about the insurance not going through yet. I don't know. But I'm not having any more pain, so. Sometimes, but not nearly to the point that it was, no. I don't think so. Yeah.
everything you stole from me. You, okay, Fred, you got it then. Okay, Wizard, if you win, Peebo will work for you.
I wouldn't be slinging that water the way you're slinging that water.
Don't you worry about nothing. Michael on TV, there's no way we gonna lose.
Okay. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, Jason said something about coming in May. For a week. Okay. Yeah. No, not really. Uh-huh. Bye. Love you too. Bye. Sorry. That was mom and dad, so I had to.
Because Drew McIntyre's the toughest guy.
All right, thanks for participating.
On the whole roster, so when I beat him, I'll get my respect back. There you go. Right? All I have to do is beat Drew McIntyre. Okay. Sorry, Mr. Pierce. I was directed to give you this one. Okay. Thank you.
Do me a favor, if you would. Please tell Dawn that I can't meet with her right now.
Will do.
Thank you.
What is that all about?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ludwig Kaiser.
Who? Ludwig?
Allow me to introduce you to the man who is the epitome of efficiency and elegance. Er ist der Inbegriff von Eleganz und Effizienz. Der Ringgeneral. Gunther.
Yeah. Right. What he said.
The scowl from Gunther. I don't know if we pronounce ring general differently than what Ludwig said there, but Gunther is a problem.
Gunther. It sounds like a noise somebody makes after they overeat. If you'll excuse me, I have to go take a dump. I mean,
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
what the fuck is it?
one of the most decorated
Seriously, what the fuck is it?
competitors of the
What
last
kind of
decade.
stupid fucking name
And the
is
most destructive
Okay.
heavyweight in all of Europe. Gunther brings his polarizing
That's
style
Walter.
to Friday Night SmackDown live
Huh?
next.
That's Walter from NXT 2.0. Oh, he's from NXT. Yeah.
The prodigal son has returned.
It's Monday.
I'm going to.
Excuse me, I have to eat. I overate, so now I have to Gunther.
As you can see, YouTube, every time when Michael Paul does a joke, he does it good.
I
You're
just,
gonna have to buy the.
I don't know. I've never heard of such a stupid name.
Like Credible too.
That's right.
Gunther sounds like, seriously, sounds like a cartoon
Friday Night
character
SmackDown
or
on
something.
Fox is sponsored tonight by
That's
Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. I hope that the gentleman in the ring, Joe Alonzo,
No, I don't feel good. I think I have to jump
this
this.
thing. Gunther in his SmackDown in-ring debut here tonight. I think he's going to have to bundle all three of them. Joe Alonzo was eating cheese curds last night, eating sausages and drinking some beer. Tonight he's staring down Europe's meanest, biggest man. Gunther goes 6'4", 265 pounds, and 121 kilograms, as he told us earlier tonight. And now Gunther and Alonso start this matchup off, and a hip toss sends Alonso across the ring.
Alonso trying to run. That ain't going to help with Gunther. He's quick as well.
Ooh, trying to fight back, and it just made the ring general angry.
Wow.
Oh, what a chop!
I can hear that in Appleton.
What is Gunther planning to do here? Making Alonso suffer. He has a 5 count.
He just put his big ass boot right in Joe Alonso's mouth.
Gunther, an opposing individual, commanded with a big boot to the face.
You mentioned the no soul thing. I've never seen this dude with a smile on his face.
That is Ludwig Kaiser at ringside as we take another look at the boot from Gunther collapsing the face of Mr. Alonso.
Joe Alonso.
Oh, what a chop! Did you hear that?
Yeah, I felt that.
And the scowl, the never changing expression of the face of Gunther. Oh, as he just continues to pound away
on Joe Alonso's sternum. Sorry about it, Joe Alonso. You're the first of many.
Oh, my goodness!
You caught him in the collarbone on that one. Sounded like he hit a cymbal. Milwaukee's going for another one of their guys.
And Gunther, oh!
Joe Alonso. Did you hear what he said? What he said there? Was that our language or no?
No idea.
All right.
You could ask Ludwig for a translation. And now
a Gunther chant starts.
Gunther and the power. And there's that wicked power bomb. Stacking up Alonso. Gunther with the victory.
Here's your winner, Gunther!
Gunther has put the locker room on notice. I guarantee you that.
Big Will Smith bombs to the chest. Boots to the mouth. Dominant days of our lives. And a power bomb. And then he gets stacked up like some pancakes at IHOP. Joe Alonso had the worst night of his life. SmackDown got introduced to the next couple great dominant days of our lives, and that's Gunther. Nailed it.
Wow, an impressive debut by Gunther, but now please welcome my guest, a brand new superstar looking to make a similar impact, Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel, welcome to SmackDown. Now, do you have a message for the SmackDown locker room?
What? Just a little piece. Caleb, SmackDown has one of the most impressive female locker rooms in the entire WWE. But I can guarantee they've never seen anything like me. Meet a man. Can I help you?
Hello. Excuse me, Caleb. Raquel Rodriguez. Allow me to introduce ourselves. I am Humberto.
And I'm Angel, better known as the Lethal Lovers, Los Notarios.
Welcome to SmackDown.
And as is tradition, we would like to welcome you with a kiss.
De ninguna manera. Not a chance.
You're us.
Ciao. Are those guys always this annoying?
Sorry, players.
Hey, Raquel ain't here for the kisses. She beats the living hell out of people. Welcome to SmackDown.
Here come the happy folks, or maybe not so happy tonight.
Oh, yeah. The whole Rolls Royce and WrestleMania thing. That gets
Please welcome the winner of the 2022 Andre the Giant Battle Royal, Matt Moss, and the host of Happy Talk, Happy Corbin.
Happy looks extremely glum here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown, and there is always a reason for this. Take it back to WrestleMania Saturday, Pat versus Drew McIntyre. A little bit of miscommunication between Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss. Friday night, we had the annual Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Named after the eighth wonder of the world, the inaugural WWE Hall of Famer, Andre the Giant, Raw and SmackDown superstars, Philly. Saturday was the fact that McIntyre's win over Happy Corbin ended Happy Corbin's undefeated streak. Happy Corbin returns for what could be the shortest Happy Talk of all time. And it's next on SmackDown. Don't be so excited. Is Bomb-Ass Corbin back?
Gillette introduces the all-new Gillette Labs with exfoliating bar, a razor designed to give you a quick and easy shave. It combines shaving and gentle exfoliation into one efficient stroke. The bar and the handle removes unseen dirt and debris that gets
And it's time now for some Happy Talk.
This was supposed to be the happiest Happy Talk ever. We're supposed to be reveling in my victory over Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania right now.
Is this a Go Rats?
Now at these low points, that's when you figure out what kind of man you are. I've been doing a lot of self-reflecting. This week when I was on my yacht, I looked out over the horizon and I had an honest conversation with myself. I looked at what type of man I am and what type of man I've become.
Okay, this is good.
And I'm ready to admit that there is only one person to blame for this loss to Drew. And that man is Madcap Moss. Oh. Never in a million years would I have lost to Drew if you hadn't climbed on the apron and distracted me.
I'm really sorry, man. I just felt so excited for
Look, I don't care how you felt. It's not about your feelings. Look, somehow you managed to take WrestleMania weekend and make it all about you. About you winning the Andre the Giant Battle Royal trophy. Oh, yeah. Look at me. I finally won something. Kissing my trophy. See, this is the problem. I think you're getting.
Looks like SmackDown is getting the first ever Madcap Moss chant.
It's to tell me a joke.
I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. No. I got one. What do you call me when I'm such a bonehead that I cost you a match? Madcap lost.
That was stupid.
Tell me another one.
Okay, no, I got one. Just came to me. What would you call Adam Pearce if he ran a brothel? Madam Pierce. That one sucked too. I can't believe this. You should be ashamed of yourself. I bring you to SmackDown. I give you opportunities to make me laugh, to tell me funny jokes. And lately, all of your jokes, they've been terrible. So I'm going to give you another chance. Tell me a joke. Tell me a funny joke. Tell me a joke like your job depends on it, because it does.
Okay, yeah. What do you call a guy who treats his friends like garbage? Who thinks he's better than everybody else? A guy who dresses like he's going to a funeral for Tommy Bahama. You call him Happy Corbin.
He's gonna stand and go, that's funny? You really think that's funny? Do all of you in here think that is funny?
Oh my God.
Corbin attacking.
I guess he didn't think it was funny.
Stomping Madcap Moss. Your jealousy oozing through unhappy Corbin's veins right now. Moss fighting back. Madcap Moss fighting back against his ex-boss. And Corbin. Envious Corbin getting thrown around by the powerhouse. Oh, and Moss. And Corbin trying to get out of there. Now he's caught up in the rope. And look at Moss go. Madcap a bouncer right now. And Corbin trying to get out of harm's way. And here comes Moss. And Corbin fighting back as well. Moss driven into the barricade. Right in front of the mayor over there. Oh, this is. Look at Gary Bennett talking. Remember where you came from. And now Corbin driven off the announce table. As Moss turns things around. And now Madcap Moss. Anger in his eyes. I mean, this has got to feel good for Madcap Moss. You got to believe he's been holding this inside for a long time. This feels good for all of us. Because of his treatment by Corbin. Madcap having to be a song and dance act for Happy Corbin. And Corbin now caught up in the congratulations balloons. And Madcap Moss relentless in his attack. Corbin coming in there tonight looking to blame everyone else for his failures. Including that man, Madcap Moss. And Madcap Moss has had enough. Gotta think Madcap's screaming. Jubilation because he senses a little bit of freedom. Oh, throws a Happy Cock set out of the ring. Happy Corbin, he brought this upon himself. There's no doubt about that. Madcap saying, I'm done with this stupid stuff. A freeing moment. Oh, he stomped on his hand. He stomped on his hand. Rather symbolic. Got the javelin there, yep. Corbin can't believe what's happened to him over the past 7 days.
I've done more to be a former WWE champion, United States champion. 2 months of wrestling in the modern day Maharaja cannot get a match. Listen, I told you, and I'll tell you again, it's nothing personal.
Oh, nothing personal. It's nothing personal.
It's nothing personal. Get Ricochet out of witness protection. Tell him to put his Intercontinental Championship on the line against me. Listen, I'm not doubting you or your resume. No one is, Jinder, but I can't even begin to consider putting you in a championship. I wasn't finished.
Well, do I get my I Quit match?
It's not quite official yet, but I'm told we should expect an answer sometime tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Ronda better get what she wants. Nonetheless, Monday night on Raw, the new tag team champions Sasha Banks and Naomi defend against Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. Both look to build some momentum here tonight. Later on, it's the boss. Behind him. Drew McIntyre had to love seeing what Matt Moss did to Happy Corbin moments ago.
Absolutely. He's been waiting for those two spots to separate for some time. But McIntyre isn't worried about that. It's behind him.
Oh, he almost separated Moss at WrestleMania with the sword Angela.
The following contest is scheduled for one. Introducing first, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 265 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
Sami Zayn can't get out of his own way. First, he was embarrassed by Johnny Knoxville at WrestleMania. Then tonight, put his foot in his mouth again and now has this match up with Drew McIntyre.
Sami Zayn said, I want whoever walks out of that locker room next in a fight tonight. Well, the Scottish Warrior, the man who wields a sword taller than we.
WrestleMania, 156,352 WWE fans attended the two-night stupendous WrestleMania. They came from all 50 states, 53 countries, the highest grossing, most attended WWE event in history.
What an honor to be a part of. It was absolutely stupendous. And this man had a fantastic Saturday. And this man had a horrible Sunday.
We had fun calling the match.
Great time.
And his opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn!
Now, Sami Zayn has not been able to get out of the way of himself in recent weeks, and it happened again earlier tonight. Sami Zayn has shouting match with how embarrassed he was at WrestleMania with WWE official Adam Pearce. Sami Zayn basically saying to Adam Pearce, I'm so upset that I will face whoever walks through that locker room door. The next person. And who is the next person? Drew McIntyre.
That's tough. You know, Murphy's Law says what can go wrong will go wrong. That seems to be Sami Zayn's life. He should know this by now. He's been with him the longest.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania Backlash is presented by the official WWE Credit One Visa card. Get closer to the action with benefits like superstar meet and greets, sweepstakes, early ticket sales for select events, and more. Visit UltimateWWEcard.com to see if you pre-qualify now. Terms apply. And the bell rings and Sami Zayn, no interest in getting into it with Drew McIntyre, is on top of the match.
Sami Zayn got body slammed by a weed man a few days ago. Now he says, I need another month to think about that. Scottish Warrior. Sami's going to blame everybody but himself for all this.
Well, Sami Zayn also seems scared to death of Drew McIntyre. Do you blame him?
Absolutely not.
Or what Drew McIntyre did to a Happy Corbin WrestleMania Saturday against Sami Zayn looking to regroup. It's been an embarrassing, humiliating week for Sami. Look at that, Drew McIntyre. Sami Zayn sent right into the barricade. Oh,
Hardy Boy put his cheeks on Sami Zayn a couple days ago. Now, Sami's eating the barricade from Drew McIntyre.
Hey, Sami Zayn's got his mouth got him in trouble tonight. That's the reason he's in this match. And Sami trying to fight back.
Gotta remember, this is the only state you cannot say bad things about Cheese. We did that earlier. This crowd wants to see him.
McIntyre belly to belly throw.
Get beaten to a pulp.
Sami tried to think positively about this match when he found out he had it. He said, Drew's the toughest guy. If I beat him, then maybe I get my respect back after losing to Johnny Knoxville. He's not going quite the way Sami planned, however.
Drew just threw Sami Zayn from ring post to ring post.
McIntyre went for the big boot. Zayn once again takes a breather. As you take another look at this tremendous belly-to-belly throw, McIntyre now right here in front of us. Sami Zayn bounced off the announce table. Hey, Sami asked for this, Pat.
He did. He said, I want whoever's next out that door.
And Warrior dumping Sami right on the announce table. Cowl as Sami bounces to the floor.
Drew McIntyre, just a species.
This has been a rough few weeks for Sami Zayn.
I'd say he's in the wrong end of a rat trap. That's never good. And now he's on the other end of Drew McIntyre.
Lost his Intercontinental Championship a few weeks ago.
Just imagine happening upon Drew McIntyre somewhere and piss him off. Sami Zayn has to live that tonight.
The official now, Charles Robinson will count 5. And Sami Zayn going to take a walk. And Drew McIntyre now in hot pursuit of Sami Zayn. Not quite what Sami expected. Drew runs him over.
Well, he's lying on the ring. What's he thinking now, Drew McIntyre?
Oh, Drew's going to make sure he gets Sami back to the ring.
Oh, this makes sense. Let me carry your Canadian ass.
Oh, that hurt.
Are you not entertained? Says Drew, I don't want this thing to end like that. I want it to end with a countdown.
Sami Zayn could be headed to Claymore country. And Sami scoots out of harm's way.
I know we made a lot of rap jokes about him the other night when he was on the wrong end of the mouse track, but he's running like a rat right
They're not
now.
going to decide till tomorrow.
Sami Zayn is literally
Does that
running
mean
away
that we'll
from
find
Drew
out
McIntyre.
Monday or next Friday?
Drew McIntyre carried his ass back down the ramp earlier.
Right by
I'm not
Monday.
sure he's going to go into the crowd.
And Sami Zayn has been counted out.
That's it.
Here's your winner as a result of a count-out, Drew McIntyre!
Sami Zayn did himself 0 favors tonight. All he wanted to do was prove how tough he was after losing to Johnny Knoxville, and instead, he runs out of the arena with his depends pissing his pants.
Maybe he's just keep his mouth shut.
Well, there's a lot of things that he could have done differently that led him to this point, I believe.
We talked a lot about Sami's match WrestleMania Sunday, but my broadcast colleague Pat McAfee lived a childhood dream this past Sunday at WrestleMania. Not only did he battle Mr. McMahon's protege, he battled Mr. McMahon and toast some beers with Stone Cold Steve Austin, but that's only part of the story. We revisit it all coming up next on Friday Night SmackDown.
SmackDown's getting boring to you, bro.
Yeah, but what we're going to see here in just a few minutes, for those that missed it,
Crowd and reveal his next step.
Of course, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, the main event of WrestleMania Sunday, which also included a match. My broadcast colleague, Pat McAfee. Let's show you what went down in our progressive match flow.
Match Flow is sponsored by Progressive, a triple threat of protection with home, auto, and more.
Pat McAfee, living his dream, is about to step into this ring at WrestleMania and face Austin Theory. With the chairman here
You know Austin Theory is going to bring it. McAfee off to a great start at WrestleMania. Right to the throat. There's the experience we talked about with Austin Theory. They just leaped to the top rope. You gotta be kidding me. Go for a punch. Went for the punch. Yes! McAfee wins! McAfee wins! Dreams come true! Pat McAfee has earned himself a WrestleMania moment. Oh no, my God. Pat, you gotta be careful. Nobody's stopping him now. He's all caught up in this. Oh my God. Mr. McMahon has entered the ring. Hey, wait. What the hell's the referee doing in there? Do we got a match between McMahon and McAfee at WrestleMania? Oh, look at Theory from behind. McMahon with a clothesline. Mr. McMahon is having fun at the expense of Pat McAfee. Oh, yeah, that insult to injury. That is one of the most disgusting displays of sportsmanship that I've ever witnessed. What? Oh my God! Austin's here! Stone Cold Steve Austin marching to the ring! Oh, Theory went after Austin! And Stone Cold unloading on Theory! Stunner! I'd be a good idea for the chairman to exit. Do you think after all these years he'll finally let bygones be bygones? Oh! Austin stunts McMahon! Stone Cold Steve Austin gets the last round of the Foss. Now it's time to celebrate. McAfee's wanted to drink beer with Stone Cold forever. Oh no! Austin stunts McAfee! The Texas Rattlesnake with a Texas-sized celebration in Dallas. So many different emotions in one night. I'm still sore. I'm certainly still hungover. But a childhood dream come true, and I'll think about that for the rest of my life. Congratulations, Pat. It was an incredible WrestleMania Sunday. Well, listen, another superstar whose childhood wasn't filled with dreams, filled with harsh realities, fraught with strife, and had to overcome adversity. It's a story that the woman herself has to tell. It's the first chapter of the story of Lacey Evans.
Okay, here it goes. I was born in a small town in Fannin County, Georgia. My father worked construction, and my mother was a young mom of 5. Life from the very beginning was a little bit rough because my father suffered from mental health and addiction problems, drug and alcohol. And my mom got caught in the middle of it, trying to be the best mom that she could be. But then the physical abuse, then the emotional abuse, the mental abuse, they got too much for not only my mom to take, but for her to watch. And before I could even start elementary school, I was taken away from everything that I knew. My mother loaded all of our stuff up in black trash bags, everything that we owned, threw them in a car. And she picked us all up from school, and we left without my dad knowing. After which, we jumped around from state to state, women's shelters, and campgrounds pretty much for the rest of my entire life. However, moving around as much as I had to do, it made me learn that either I could adapt and overcome, I could accept the way that things were and learn to roll with it, or completely give up. And I refuse to give up. You see, I may not have the same straight shot to stardom that these other female superstars have been blessed with. That's all right, because that's what makes me different from all the rest. Because of what I've had to go through my entire life, has made me the woman that I am today. I'm motivated, ready for anything, confident, caring mother, wife, sister, daughter, United States Marine, and WWE superstar. Now that doesn't make me any better than any of these other superstars, but they damn sure ain't better than me.
And the story of Lacey Evans continues next week. Meanwhile, back here in Milwaukee on Friday Night SmackDown, it is boss time. And below time as well.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Naomi. She is one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks and Naomi winning the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship this past WrestleMania Sunday in an incredible fatal four-way match. And tonight, Friday Night SmackDown on Fox is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. On Monday night on Raw, Sasha and Naomi had their first title defense against Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. Tonight, Sasha goes one-on-one with Liv Morgan, and it's next.
Birthday breakfast in bed. Best roommate ever. This is so weird. I just dreamt this. Dreamt what? You bringing me breakfast in bed? That is weird. So what happened? Well, you ended up giving me all your cinnamon delights because you love me. Aww. Yeah, that definitely was a dream. Was it though?
Give your morning something to celebrate with Taco Bell's new $5 Bell Breakfast Box.
Verizon is going ultra, and now you can too with the offer you just can't miss. For a limited time, get a 5G phone on us.
Delightful.
With no trade-in required. I love it. What's not to love? Verizon is going ultra, so you can get more.
I told you.
Introducing Nitro Pepsi. Smooth, creamy, delicious.
Kinder Bueno.
Take 5, you stay in your car because we're faster than you think.
Oil change is done.
Gosh. Before we begin,
Would you do me? Do me so hard.
before we begin, Chris Griffin has an announcement for the cool kids.
second? Hey, you're going to be who I am. Who I am. Chris Griffin's a freak. What a loser. I'm gay, all right? Come on, it's me. Griffin. You don't get to talk like that anymore. I'm Glenn Quagmire, and this is B. Bush. All right, what did you do to yourself, Quagmire? Well, I just covered my entire private area with honey. Now we're just waiting for the bees. Giggity. All right, here they come. Okay, they're on there. It's just nobody move. All right, nobody do nothing. Don't wanna make them mad. Stop it, knock it off. Yeah, we wouldn't want the bees to get mad. I hate you bees. 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 I hate you bees.
It's crispy.
Get them off. Get them off. Put them back in the hive. Yeah, all right. Enough is enough. Cleveland, open the hive. All right, Quagmire, bring them over here.
Out of places we would go, and I actually convinced them to give us the tag team title match next week. Watch us.
Liz, what are you doing over there at SmackDown when you and your tag team partner Rhea Ripley have a match with Sasha Banks and Naomi for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships this Monday on Raw?
I came here to beat Sasha Banks. Megan, if I beat Sasha Banks tonight, the momentum from that victory could help Rhea and I win those tag team titles.
Is Rhea here with you tonight?
No, Rhea's not here tonight, but she will be with me on Monday, and hopefully you'll see brand new women's tag team champions. Gotta go.
Hey, Morgan putting a lot of pressure on herself tonight.
Yeah, need to get that momentum. Say it here in spirit. Don't you worry about that.
And her opponent from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan.
Well, this coming Monday night on Raw, live from Detroit, Michigan, Liv Morgan is going to team with Rhea Ripley to take on Sasha Banks and Naomi for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. 1-on-1 tonight, Banks and Morgan. Naomi joining us here on commentary. First off, congratulations, Naomi.
Oh, thank you, Cole.
You and Sasha Banks making history at WrestleMania, the first black WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
Say it one more time.
First black women WWE Tag Team Champions.
Let them know.
A little louder for the people in the back row. Hell of an accomplishment. We were excited to watch. But you know, Liv and Rhea, they got tag team titles aspirations though.
So
They definitely got what it takes, however, it doesn't seem like they're on the same
and look at Liv now rolling up Sasha Banks and a kick out. And that's a good point you made. Rhea looked extremely upset after Liv took the loss, but they seem to have made things up, and now they've got the championship opportunity Monday.
Quick question, Naomi. Would you ever let Sasha walk into SmackDown alone?
Absolutely not.
You know, Sasha Banks, I
Not if I can help it.
spoke with her earlier today, and she talks a lot about how you have been with her since the start of her career here in WWE. She credits you with a lot of her success.
Yeah, we had an instant friendship and bond from the beginning. She's a great friend, and oh my gosh, she's one hell of a performer, and I've always admired that about her.
And Morgan fired up as well. Liv Morgan, perhaps one of the most improved superstars in WWE, with that backstabber drops Morgan outside the ring. Banks in control on SmackDown.
Okay, this is a freezer, not a time capsule. Sometimes the house itself can tell you how a young homeowner is turning into.
So I guess this is the main event tonight.
Forever?
Yeah, that.
Unless they have something else planned that they haven't announced yet. I know they said something about having Roman come out, but I don't think that's a match. I think he's just gonna talk. And that's gonna close the show out. But yeah, either Monday or Friday, we'll find out about Ronda and whether they are going to have a WrestleMania rematch or WrestleMania Backlash. Oh my God, I must be increasing in age more than I thought. Because though I normally wouldn't want to, when this is over, I'm feeling tired enough to actually go to bed whether I'm made to or not. I never wanted to be this old that I was tired enough to actually want to go to bed early.
You smell what the Rock is cooking? You smell what the Rock is cooking? Do you smell what the Rock is cooking? The Rock playing the SmackDown. The Rock says, know your role and shut your mouth.
Progressive.
You better know your role. Do you smell what the Rock is
Oh, and Liv Morgan drop.
Shit.
You and Sasha won the.
Only on Thursdays on.
There we go.
Sasha Banks in the midst of three amigos to Liv Morgan one-on-one here tonight. Sasha's tag team partner went at the tag team champions. Naomi with us at ringside on commentary. Sasha and Naomi defend the tag titles against Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley Monday night on Raw. Rhea not here tonight. Frog Stars to Morgan. Cover by Banks for the win. Morgan kicks it too.
I'm gonna pull this picture.
It'll
as
be a
a
very
mistake.
emotional night this past WrestleMania Sunday when you and Sasha won the tag team titles. You guys were on the verge of tears.
Oh man, it was hard to hold those tears back. Even being here, as long
Look
as I
at, wait a
have
minute, Naomi. Another team that has been challenging, part of that fatal four-way this past Sunday. Shayna Baszler and Natalya. Oh, and a step up in Zaguri.
Shayna and Natalya were watching to pay their respects to the boss and Naomi for becoming champs this week. They ain't paying no respect. They plotting and scheming on how they gonna get us, but that's okay because they can bring it. We're ready.
Now you're gonna have a challenge each and every week. Oh, and Liv Morgan dropped. Sasha Banks. Roll through, shoulders down. Is it enough to put Liv away? Liv able to counter. Whoa. As well. Liv Morgan as well, shoulders down. Sasha again into a pinning combination. Liv Morgan able to kick out.
Man, this is gonna be something if she's able to beat Sasha. Sasha is the pinnacle of the women's division, and if she beats her, man, that's gonna set her on a whole nother level.
And what about the momentum, Naomi, going into the tag title match? Here we go, jackknife cover, Liv Morgan. Able to power out.
Holy hell.
Very impressive.
Liv Morgan been working at the dungeon, getting better every week.
Oh, and a kick by Banks.
Here you go, Sasha.
Oh, knees to the face, both women down.
Liv's going toe for toe with the GOAT right now.
Baszler and Natalya continue to look on. Critical part of this matchup.
Shayna just cut those cards one-handed. The Queen of Spades.
Has the BB funnel.
I mean, the fact that Liv is hanging out with Sasha is showing that she is ready to compete on the top level in there with the best.
Yeah, you guys are going to have your work cut out for you Monday night on Raw, especially with Rhea Ripley on Liv Morgan's side.
Yeah, we are.
And now Banks looking to rally. Sasha looking for the backstabber. Morgan able to counter with an elbow. Now Liv with a kick. Ooh, Rhea. Sasha down to a knee.
Sasha reeling right now. Global superstar Sasha Banks.
Nobody home. Morgan into the corner, face first into the turnbuckle.
The blueprint turning things around on Liv Morgan.
Double knees by Sasha Banks. Look at Morgan though. Quickly into the corner with a running knee.
Liv Morgan, 5-star.
Sasha meets Morgan with a knee of her own. Now Banks. Morgan is up to the top rope. Sasha Banks, superplex. And Morgan's got the legs. Morgan got it.
Here is your winner, Liv Morgan.
All right, baby, it's all right. That don't mean nothing.
Massive win
That don't
by
mean nothing.
Liv Morgan. You can make an argument it may be the biggest win of her career.
I don't think it's an argument, sir. I think that's a fact.
Monday night on Raw, Sasha and Naomi need to regroup quickly. In Detroit, they defend the tag titles against Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley.
What a performance by Liv.
I want to take you back, ladies and gentlemen, to what happened at WrestleMania Saturday. It was the match that kicked off WrestleMania weekend. The Usos defending their SmackDown Tag Team titles against Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boots, and then Pat this out.
Yeah, Boots had Jey Uso up, then Jimmy hopped on top, and his right knee gave out from underneath him.
And Rick Boots would have successful surgery this week, torn quadriceps and patella tendon. Boots, however, sent out a very optimistic quote on his Instagram.
From the highest of highs to the lowest of lows, getting the incredible opportunity to open the show. Rick Boots, you absolutely crushed it, pal. We miss you. Good luck with the rehab. Can't wait to see you back here on SmackDown. Oh, yeah! Ones to the sky, all over Wisconsin right now.
For a record-setting 587 days, Roman Reigns has been Universal Champion. He has now been the undisputed WWE Universal Champion for 5 nights. The Bloodline is here on SmackDown.
Please welcome Paul Heyman, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos, and the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
Meanwhile, the Usos have been SmackDown Tag Champs for a record-setting 263 days. Let's take you back to the main event of WrestleMania weekend. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. The following is the biggest WrestleMania match of all time! Winner take all championship unification! Call from the wreckage one more
Did Brock just got his hair braided? Brock just got his hair braided.
Yeah. But that was a long time ago. Now,
The biggest WrestleMania match of all time lived up to the billing. But what's next for Roman Reigns? He lets us in on a secret live next.
Learn how everyone gets a free Galaxy S22 with a Galaxy trade-in. Any year, any condition.
Subway now has Italian-style capicola on the new Supreme meats and matzo meat, just like my nonna makes when she cooks.
I don't cook.
Wait, what?
It's a good thing he's so handsome.
Subway keeps refreshing and refreshing.
That's not great.
Get the parts fast and the job done faster.
New Starbucks Buy Energy drink with caffeine naturally found in coffee fruit. It's energy that's good.
If you haven't tried Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray, what are you waiting for? It's Dawn's fastest and easiest way to clean everyday dishes. On simple messes, just spray, wipe, and rinse. On tough messes, its spray-activated suds have 5 times faster grease cleaning power to break down grease without water. Plus, its targeted spray cleans even hard-to-reach places better. So, replace your dish soap with Dawn Power Wash and spray your dishes clean.
We gotta tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. We gotta do it fast.
Woo! New personal record, Limu!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty. America, I got you.
We told Reggie Miller Wendy's will give away our amazing breakfast biscuits for $1 for every bucket he makes.
No luck.
Truth is, we were gonna do it anyhow.
Want a better biscuit for $1? Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Saturday, it's time for the next chapter in the age-old rivalry. It's time for the Red Sox and Yankees. Because this is my Saturday at 3:30 Eastern on FS1.
Look, I only get one race a year to shine. I mean, I'm literally dirt. And I see you with your fancy next-gen cars. But if they're ready to rock and roll, I'm just here at Bristol with 20,000 truckloads of my best friends to make your Easter Sunday eventful. Game on, baby. The NASCAR Bristol Dirt Race. Easter Sunday at 7 on Fox.
Next week, Friday Night SmackDown on Fox in Worcester, Massachusetts, and Drew McIntyre gonna get another shot at the man who ran away from him tonight and got counted out. Sami Zayn, it takes place one-on-one next week. That's right, in Worcester, Jinder Mahal asked for it, and it has been confirmed. It'll be Jinder Mahal against our Intercontinental Champion, Ricochet, for the championship on SmackDown. And the Bloodline, led by the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns in the ring.
Milwaukee! challenge me. So I want to let y'all in. I want to share something private that me and my wise men discussed rather frequently. It pains me to say this, but SmackDown in the Universal Championship, it wasn't enough. So I went to WrestleMania and I smashed Cowboy Brock, and I took Monday Night Raw, and I took the WWE Championship. That's our champion. So when we're talking about what's the next step for the tribal chief, I don't really think I can do much more. I done did it all, you know? But there's still plenty left for the bloodline to achieve. You see, this week there's so many videos, so many historical pictures that were taken of the bloodline, and I couldn't help but to keep seeing one thing. I saw my 2 titles, but the only thing that I really saw was my cousins only had 2 titles. Hear me out. I'm just one man with 2 titles. Clearly, there are 2 men with 2 titles, and that's not enough. You see, Jay, what did I tell you a long time ago? I said we was going to elevate you to heights that you never knew. I told you we was going to lift you up. We was going to show you greatness. And there's only one way to do that. It's time that we unify the tag team championships as well. I want y'all to go to Raw, and I want y'all to bring me those Raw tag team championships. I want you to go and get those for yourselves, because when you get it for yourselves, you'll get it for our bloodline, you understand? Is that a deal? Well, there you have it. The bloodline's gonna have all the gold soon.
Shinsuke Nakamura, who we last saw WrestleMania Saturday, losing to the Usos in a tag team title opportunity where his partner Rick Boones, who showed you earlier, was injured, having to undergo surgery this week. And Roman Reigns, Pat, looks annoyed over the fact that Nakamura has interrupted him here tonight.
We miss you, Boones, but it is great to see Shinsuke Nakamura.
Bloodline does not look happy.
Milwaukee's happy though. Woo! You don't have to say nothing. Your tribal chief understands how you feel, Shin. You see, Shin lost his partner. You know the guy, Rick Boones. And I get that. Jay, you understand that, right? We lost Jimmy to a knee injury for well over a year. I'm a loving and compassionate tribal chief. I completely understand where you're coming from. And since we have all the gold now, the island of relevancy, this is a place of love, man. So please, let me help you. Let me give you some of this bloodline love. Come on.
Well, wait. Come on. Yeah, see?
I don't think the Usos
A hug and then
feeling the same love as Roman wanted to feel.
Ray suckered Nakamura in, and the Usos struck.
We got you. I guess we're going to Detroit, Michigan. Oh, yeah. What more can bro have? Oh, yeah. Bring back the tag team champions. Oh, yeah.
And it's in Detroit, Michigan, Pat, because that's where Monday Night Raw is Monday night, and the Usos have their marching orders. Go after RK Bro and the Raw Tag Team titles.
Draped in gold, the bloodline looking for more.
Roman Reigns, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. And again, he just suckered Nakamura in. The gold. Paul Heyman has called them the most dominant faction in the history of WWE. And who's going to argue?
Ain't nobody can say nothing. Especially.
Wait a minute.
Up next for the Usos, undisputed tag team gold to follow in the footsteps of the head of the table, Roman Reigns.
Well, that was the most boring episode of SmackDown I've ever seen. That certainly was not the way to follow up WrestleMania. But, you know, of course, I don't know what's going to happen now. I can't, sometimes you can see where storylines are going. I can't really see that right now from this, but what I can tell you is that that's not the way to follow up WrestleMania. But here's another problem I see with it being 4 or 5 hours. The reason Raw and SmackDown were so boring was because the roster now has had to, they expanded so much energy to make it the pay-per-view that it was, that the roster is now on burnout. They are tired, they are exhausted, they don't want to be here, they want to be at home where they can rest and recover. But I guess when that happens, business goes down, so Vince doesn't care. At any rate, AEW Battle of the Belts 2 tomorrow night, I believe 8/7 Central. Before we wrap this, as I always say, Christy, Crystal, Megan, Amanda, Mackenzie, Noah, Caitlin, I love you all. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. I will see you all tomorrow. Noah, you were asking me about WrestleMania Backlash. Hopefully I can find a way to have you over. I'm not going to promise or guarantee anything right now, but hopefully we can find a way to make that work. At any rate, Noah, Caitlin, Megan, Amanda, Mackenzie, Christy, Crystal, good night, my angels. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow. Mwah. And on that note, for John Batcher, I'm Michael Paul. Good night. We'll see you Monday.
And we're clear. That was a boring episode of SmackDown.
Yeah, well, we'll see you Monday. Unless you want to watch.
Yeah, it's